How's it going, everyone, and welcome back to LC3D. Artillery's M1 Pro has finally been released, so let's jump onto the landing page and have a look to see if the leaked specifications and features were correct, and to finally see what the price point is. Alrighty, so here we go. M1 Pro, create easy, print smart, product launching April 5th. It already has passed that date, so let's have a little look. Now, I know this landing page was actually released beforehand. I just didn't bother going through it because I knew that the actual pricing was going to be released, this week. So I just thought I'd put it off till now. But printer looks, as I previously said, very similar to another brand out there. And you've got two interesting little ports at the back here, which will be one, I'm assuming, for the multi-material system, but I'm not sure what the other one is for. Looks like you got a 6-pin and a 4-pin, so be interesting to see what these two are for. Cabin debris scanning to ensure the cabin is free of foreign objects. That's cool, awesome. AI spaghetti detection, yep, awesome. Filament detection, auto cut module, love to see it. With activated carbon filters for both internal and external circulation, love to see that. It does, I'll tell you what, it does look like a fantastic printer, and like 260 cubed, I think it's fair. 600 mil per second, 20,000 millimeters per second squared, acceleration, 35 mil cubed, maximum flow rate, yep, all good. Steel dual gear direct drive, love it. Intelligent temperature control. Yes, that's a 60 degree actively heated chamber. Yep, we already knew that. 320 degree hot end. Yep, that's all correct. This is very cool. I wasn't aware of this, but they're doing dual-sided build plates. And I did say this when I saw Elegoo Centauri and Centauri Carbon, that this is a fantastic thing that I want to see more manufacturers do. Instead of offering, a bunch of different plates that you can buy, just have a standard plate that has a smooth, surface on one side and a textured on the other side. Just that's what we all want, realistically. And I love the fact that they're doing it here. They got a PLA cool plate and then a PLA, PGG, ABS, and TPU textured PI build plate. Linear rail on the x-axis, love it. Auto Z offset, auto leveling, love to see it. Input shaping, love to see it. Pretty much every printer has that these days. Power loss recovery, love to see it. Oh, bit of a typo here, but that's alright. Here we go. So packaging size 475 by 450 by 570. The actual size is 437 by 389 by 494 mils. Hardened steel, yep. Detachable hot end, yep. AI camera for time lapse, plus surface detection, plus foreign object detection. Love to see that. The big question is, what's this price going to be? Because you got all these material capabilities, you got all these smart AI built into it. It's essentially an X1 Carbon competitor, but it all comes down to what the price point is. So you've got, is that Orca? Is that like their own version of Orca? Kind of looks like it. Could be. Let's have a look at what that pricing is. Right. So I was not expecting that price point, if I'm being honest. $349 US. That's pretty damn good, for everything that's in it. I mean, it's the same build volume, well, slightly bigger build volume than the X1 Carbon. Slightly faster speeds. I think it's slightly higher nozzle temp, isn't it? And you've got the built-in AI camera. The time lapses plus spaghetti detection plus first layer. Like, for $349 US. That's really good. Out of stock until... Out of stock? Well, would you like what? Can you not order it now? Can you not order it? Did they sell out of something already? Jeez. That was quick. But no, I was not expecting a price point that low. But I'm definitely not complaining. See, the issue is, like, I'd say this is the next big, like, X1 Carbon competitor, but the issue is, this is probably coming out a little bit too late. It probably needed to come out a year or 2 years ago. But there is one thing that I have seen as well, which may interest a lot of you. I was going to purchase this. When I found out they were doing this and I was invited to the group chat, I was very tempted to purchase this. But I then found out that they're working on an M1 Plus. So they're releasing the M1 Pro for $349 US, and then they're working on an M1 Plus, which, as it suggests, is a bigger version of the M1 Pro. Which, in my mind, I don't really know why you're releasing an M1 Pro if you're working on an M1 Plus. You might as well have just gone straight to the M1 Plus and made that the Pro version. But anyway, the thing that you guys might be very interested to know is that the build volume, by the looks of it, is 350 by 350 by 370 mil, which is fantastic. And if they are doing a multicolor system for the M1 Pro, it should also be compatible with the M1 Plus. So this could be a really good printer and a very competitive printer in the market right now, because you got the Creality K2 Plus, which is 350 cubed. Bambu Lab just released the H2D, which was very underwhelming for some people, and that's 325 by 325 by 320 or something. And Artillery is now working on a 350 by 350 by 370. So definitely keep your eyes out for the M1 Plus. Supposedly it's looking like it's going to be releasing in August, so a couple of months away, but this could be potentially my next 3D printer and potentially a very popular new 3D printer coming out very shortly. So let me know your thoughts on both the M1 Pro and the M1 Plus, and which one you are actually interested in, and whether you think it's going to be a competitive printer. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and as always, happy printing.